The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? We're back.
What's up?
Morris Media.
Hey, I'm tuned in to another episode of Smart Degenerates. I'll be your host for today, Mike G.
Hey, who are we, though, man?
We Smart Degenerates, man.
We are LA's top sports investors.
We are the number one top sports investors.
There we go.
Sports broadcasting, ESPN. Y'all better watch out.
Yay!
Now let's proceed.
They gonna pick
Why don't
us
we
up.
take over AM 570 before we jump up to ESPN?
Nah, 710 got to go. 710 got to go.
Hell
But
yeah.
first off, Mace, I'm so happy to see you, man.
Oh, man, even in the rain, you out here, bro.
Hey.
Guys, I had to make it today, man.
Happy
You know,
to see you,
it's been
bro.
2 weeks. I've been calling in for 2 weeks, but today I showed up.
Yeah,
It's a big week.
Hell yeah, it is a big week. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
It's really been 3 weeks if we want to keep all the way 100. He called in for 2 weeks, and we had to take a week
Oh,
off
yeah.
for the holiday.
I've been on vacation, man. I'm sorry.
We there.
But we back, man. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in for another Thursday episode, man. I'm your boy, Mike G.
Jay Styles, you already know what it is.
Rashard 90302.
Jay Meso.
Hey, you can follow us on IG, follow us on Facebook, and you can catch us here at Morris Media every Thursday at 7:30. Tune in, follow, and subscribe to that YouTube channel, man. So what's up, man? Y'all ready to get right into it?
Let's get into it, man.
Where we
First things
starting off
first,
at?
we got a college championship week.
College. This is great, man. I think some good games. Fucking Tide still rolling.
Tide is still rolling.
The Tide is still fucking rolling. How y'all like that game last week, though?
You know what? They finally broke the streak, though.
Yeah, they didn't
First
cover
quarter
that.
did not cover.
First quarter,
Oh, man,
first half.
Tell me
Half
about
did not
it.
cover.
Tell me about it.
So how do you feel about Georgia's chances?
I feel like I'll start off.
Good.
I feel like Georgia will definitely or can definitely cover the 13.5. I think they have just as much talent on defense. I think that's a wash. And I think just athlete for athlete, they're basically the JV version. Not even JV, but they're basically a baby Bama. And I think the difference between this game will be the quarterback play. And as we've seen against the Citadel and lesser competition, Bama will come out there and kind of just not be there for the first 3 quarters. Mm-hmm. And this is Georgia, who's also a good team. Georgia put up like 70 points 3 times this year.
Yeah.
So they have the firepower, they have the athletes, they have the big offensive and defensive line. They match up well. They're the number 3 or 4 team in the nation, so it's not going to be I don't think it should be a 13.5 handicap.
I mean, I beg to differ.
Mm-hmm.
You said Georgia is the baby brother. Well, then the big brother's going to kick their ass on Saturday. It's Alabama, for Christ's sakes. You know, it's Nick
Bro,
Saban.
hey,
It's a
you
stiffling
might-
defense.
Hey, man, you might want to get in that Georgia research, bro.
Hey, I'm going Bama. There's no way.
No, Bama will definitely win the game, but this 13.5, I don't know, bro. Not the way the Citadel was out there.
I
What
think
you think, Mace?
the problem is Tua. You
Yeah.
know, so I know
Yeah.
they've been shooting him
Tua's
up.
the problem.
Tua is a
Let
problem.
me tell you.
He's not
He's
100%.
a great quarterback, great player, great prospect. I don't think that they did him a disservice making him play every week this season. I know you can't lose your spot, but his knee is jacked up. I don't care what they do to it.
Who are they
going
gonna turn to,
He's
though?
for sure off-season surgery, absolutely. If it wasn't for Jalen Hurts being hurt, he'd be out there. No pun intended. So at the end of the day, do I think Georgia can cover 14 points, basically? It just comes down to how well Tua can play. They're basically a wash on defense and in the running game, but Tua is a special enough quarterback, and they got receivers. Georgia, I think, struggles a little bit if they can't go run straight down your throat. Like, their run sets up their pass. Bama, you just never know. Until I think it was this week again, this was their first week not scoring a touchdown on the opening drive. So when you play them, they're going to come out and put up a touchdown off top. I think I'm going to watch that. I can't get off the train. I'm taking Bama.
You can't. With all that being said, you can't get off the train.
Yeah,
With all that
saying,
speaking,
saying is just do some research on Georgia.
I'm gonna keep rolling with the Tide.
Go Tide.
Hey, 13 and a half.
quarter, though. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
13 and a half does seem like a lot, but yeah, they average they average beating everybody by over 20. They beat LSU 22.
This is everybody's house.
They beat their best opponent by. They skunked LSU.
Bro, LSU does not want to do nothing with Georgia. Thank you.
I'm just saying. All I'm simply saying is they average beating everybody by at least 20.
Look, I'm the conspiracy guy of the team. I'm the one who always says, look, what's going to be the best storyline for ESPN?
Bro, Georgia can win this game.
They're going to.
You would not bet on that.
I wouldn't bet against
I'm not betting against,
but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened.
Let me tell you why. They're going to try to sell us on how Bama's still the number one team, even with the loss to Georgia. Like, I could see that happening, and that could be on ESPN.
Yeah, Bama can lose this game, and they will still be in the.
They haven't looked good the last 2 weeks, even though they beat and came back and covered all that. They're in the part of the season where they're playing real teams. So it's one of them things.
This is the real team.
They came back and still beat Auburn by 31.
Mm-hmm.
They put up.
This ain't Auburn.
They put up 35 in the second half.
Bro, this is the lowest Bama spread you've ever seen.
What's the next game that we
and
got?
It's 13.5.
Ohio State.
Yeah. Shady. After that,
hey, can we just take a moment of silence for my boy Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines?
He's gone, man.
Hey, but
he's gone. He's out of
back in the
Michigan.
NFL.
He's done.
He'll come back to the NFL.
Yeah,
He'll be in Jacksonville next year.
Good job for them, but he needs to go to Jacksonville, or he needs to go
to Jacksonville
to the Giants. Lucky,
I can see that.
I think the Giants like the coach they have though, the new guy.
How? They're not winning.
Because their team is not. They're trying to tank to get some picks, but
Ohio State, Northwestern. What do we got?
That's Ohio State. Easy.
I like Ohio State. They showed me. They showed me it's currently 14. They showed us a lot last
14.
week against Michigan. They came out. They were underdog.
Ohio State is going to show up.
They just got up to beat
the
Michigan.
Buckeyes.
I don't know if they are. I think they're more the team we've seen all year who can't play defense and can't cover. The only problem with Harbaugh, like I used to see with the Niners, he's not the most creative coach. So if you can beat the whole little smash mouth football he tries to run, it's probably easier to scheme for. But Northwestern sucks. That's the only reason why I think the fact that they're even in the game is like a
I'm taking a 14 with Ohio State.
Ohio State all day.
What you
Ohio State.
I don't like
if the real Ohio State shows up. I don't know if the Maryland.
I don't know
Ohio
nothing
State's
about Northwestern.
But just because we don't know nothing about them, don't mean they don't have a quarterback that can cover the spread. They're not going to win the game, but Ohio State has been out there looking tricky the past couple of
last week. Except last week.
That was their most recent, but we can't discount the 2 and 3 weeks leading up to that.
True.
Because
they burned some money the last couple of weeks.
I haven't looked much into what Northwestern's been doing the last few weeks, but I know earlier in the season I've taken them. They're just a little bit tricky.
If the real Ohio State shows up, they're going to blow the doors off of them.
Yeah.
Nice. Clemson and Pitt.
Clemson until it doesn't.
Yeah, Clemson. Clemson is more of a SEC school. They have probably the best defensive line in college football. It's right there with Bama's, and then their quarterback is awesome. They got the running back. What's his name?
Etienne.
Etienne. He's killer. Their receivers are probably some of the best in the country. I'm taking Clemson to blow out Pitt.
Even at that spread?
Yeah. 27.5 is right perfect because they'll win by 28. So, yeah, let's take Pitt on that. Take Clemson.
How you guys feel about that?
I'm going.
I would say half more, but
no, I would say
Clemson is closer to Alabama than Georgia is.
Yeah, they are right there in the same.
I'll give you that.
It's like,
and I would love to see them head up fade at the end of the year.
You will. It's going to be Clemson Bama again.
That's crazy.
It's going to be Clemson Bama.
Clemson don't
again.
got the quarterback to crack Bama.
No.
Nobody does. Nobody could beat Bama, bro.
Bama has been beaten. Ask Deshaun Watson. There's no
Deshaun Watson playing right now, bro. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Nah. That's what I noticed about last year's schools. A lot of them lost their steady starters.
Yeah.
People who have freshman quarterbacks or second-year quarterbacks who are red shirts, I'm not trusting them when actual bowl season starts. So, I like Clemson no matter what against anybody but Bama.
And that's what I'm saying about Bama. Are we forgetting about Tua? How healthy is he? How healthy will he be going
pretty goddamn healthy last week, man.
He needs to get out of this Georgia game.
And May said he said it for off-season surgery, man. So
I don't know if I believe off-season surgery, man.
All right.
He looked pretty fine last week.
He gets his knee scoped just to clean up some,
I mean, hey, man, if he could walk, he could play. And you better believe he's going to be out there Saturday. And if he's out there, I'm taking Bama, man.
Cortisone up.
I like him by the end of the season, though, because at least if they get to that championship game, they get the extra week in between. So he'll get some time to rest up. If they blow the teams out like they're supposed to they bring in the freshman anyway, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have to finish the whole game. So we'll see.
Nice. All right, cool, guys. Let's go into current events. Mike, on the list you put on current events, first thing on the top of the list was Pacquiao and Broner. We're switching sports, guys. We're
I don't
going to
even want to
boxing
talk
real
about
quick.
that.
We have to,
do,
guys.
bro.
Why
I do.
are we even wasting
wake me up
time?
and we're done.
No,
Current
because
events,
that's freaking money.
Are we
So-
still talking about Broner?
You said freaking money?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Or free money?
Both,
Broner's gonna
nigga.
get his ass
Exactly.
beat like he always does.
Yeah, bro.
Copy and paste that.
Minus 250, Pacquiao. We need to go to Vegas that weekend
You know,
and take the fight. Take
Broner
Pacquiao.
is Mayweather, except that
No,
he
he's not.
loses.
Yeah,
Stop.
You
Stop.
can't say that, bro.
Look,
Stop.
his press runs, his whole persona.
Oh, yeah, I
nowhere
thought you
near.
were talking about boxing.
No.
No.
His
I
press
just mean-
runs aren't as good.
of course it's not as good because he's not a winner. But the fact is, his
whole
playbook,
spiel is just-
he's gonna pump it all up. This is the best shape I've ever been in my life. I ain't been drinking for 6 months. Knocked out in the 6th round or something.
He's been
Yeah,
knocked
for
out by
sure.
lesser competition. Like,
For sure,
come on, man.
exactly. So I think that's free money. We need to go pick up some man out in that desert,
Might
man.
be right.
Hey man, yeah, Pacquiao on the under. I like that, man.
I like Pacquiao in the knockout, to be honest.
Yeah, for
Broner
sure.
just doesn't have it. He talks too much.
He
doesn't
doesn't. He's
perform.
not focused on boxing.
The last fight we watched, he just doesn't attack enough. The jab isn't there. He looks slow. He looked like he
been
got
done for
fatter on
5
Instagram.
years.
He did look like he put on some
Like,
weight.
it's just-
Because
Not focused.
He wants to be a rapper. He's out drinking and smoking and
Clubbing.
running with Soulja Boy and all this
Come
clown
on,
shit,
bro.
man. Yeah, Pacquiao's gonna beat his ass.
So we all got Pacquiao in that fight, guys?
Hell yeah,
Consensus.
for
All
sure,
right,
bro.
Pacquiao it is. Pacquiao it is. Golden State. Everyone's upset. No Steph Curry. They're struggling. The NBA's in shock. But outside of Golden State, I think the league is just messed up right now. There's no dominant team. What do you guys think about that right now?
I can
I would
piggyback
say
off
that
that.
there
I
are
agree.
dominant teams.
Who's dominant?
Go. Where you go?
Raptors.
They're not dominant. They're
dominant.
good
It's
the
teams.
best
They're
record
not-
conference.
Somebody has
Wait,
to be
wait,
the
wait.
best, but
They got the
nobody's
best record in the
dominant.
league. They're
That
not
doesn't mean
dominant.
you're dominant.
They
That
only
just
lost
means
4
you have the
games.
best out of everybody.
If I'm the best out of everybody, then I'm dominating everybody.
No, that's
Nah,
not true.
bro. You just
That's
have
not
the
true.
best record, bro. I've watched Toronto's game. They've blown people out some games, but for the most part, they just have regular. They beat the teams. They're not like.
But they're still 18-4.
So do I have to win by 20 points every
They're still
game? to be the
18-4,
most
best record in the
Bro,
league. They've only lost 4 games out of 22, bro.
Bro.
There's something
And
to be
that's
said
what-
about
why
that.
they
You
playing every
can
night.
win and not dominate, bro. You can win 20 close games in a row. Are you dominating or are you just winning?
I think we're dominating because we can't be beaten.
Bro,
But it's the Eastern Conference, for Christ's sakes.
Okay, but this isn't your
bro
daddy's
you know a
Eastern Conference.
dominating
They've
team
come
when
a
you
long way
see
now.
one, bro.
They've got some good players over there.
Jordan's team, Shaq and Kobe, the Golden State teams are dominating teams. Like, where it's not even fair to almost to a point.
I got to agree with Raish, guys. What do you guys feel about Golden State, though? Are you guys worried about Golden
Not
State?
worried.
This is a perfect season for them to win the championship again. You need the controversy to keep it fresh. Otherwise, everybody's stagnant.
And at the end of the day, when Steph comes back, everybody's going to shift to what they naturally do, and all's going to be well in Golden State.
I remember Phil Jackson talked about it. Kobe and Shaq talked about it. Even Jordan have talked about it. It's hard to three-peat because like everybody just gets tired of playing together. You get stale. You know you're better than everybody. You can't keep getting up for game number 20 and 25 when you know you're going to be playing game 100.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, they're gonna repeat. They're gonna three-peat. Nobody.
No, they're
it's
gonna
no
three-peat.
team in the league that can play with Golden State when they're healthy, and they're gonna get
Unless
Cousins,
somebody-
Thank you.
and they're gonna get
Thank you.
Steph back. I mean,
Unless
they're
somebody
not gonna
does
be
something
beat.
dramatic at the trade deadline, they're going to hang another banner, bro.
I will say their bench is not what it's been. In
The bench is
they're
trash
very
to me, to
unproven.
be honest.
Trash.
They're very unproven, but they're athletic. They can switch. They can run. So I think you throw Curry back in the mix, they're going to look good again. But it further proves to me that KD is, I won't say overrated. He's not the best player in the league, though. No way.
I got to stop you there.
No way.
I got to agree with Mike. It's the Golden State Warriors, for Christ's sakes. It's KD, it's Klay Thompson, it's Steph Curry.
By June, they'll be.
You know, yeah,
everything will be right.
they're going to be clicking on all cylinders. I don't think no one's going to match them.
What do you think about Clippers being the number one team in the Western Conference by record right now?
Fake news.
Fake.
Fake
Thank you.
news.
That's what I put in my notes.
Clippers,
today, by the way. That's
Grizzlies,
fake.
Kings, Orlando will all not be here by the time April rolls around.
Maybe.
We're just talking about
Because
as of
Boston will
today.
be better, the Lakers will be better. Everybody even the Rockets will pick it up a little bit.
I hope so. Hey, do you think there's any chance that Melo can get back on the Rockets?
No,
He-
Where do y'all think Melo's going to end up?
Melo might be
know
at
where
the
to
house
go.
for the rest of the season.
So I think he needs to get on the Rockets. Would you really choose to not be in the league for the rest of the season
He's not
versus
going to
just
not
being
be
on the
league.
bench?
Melo's going to go somewhere.
Why don't you sit on the bench, you fucking bum? I don't understand that.
Hey, he's a Hall of Famer you're talking about. But here's the thing. I think Carmelo's going to sit
First
at
Melo?
home until after All-Star break. I think after the Wizards break up Bradley Beal, John Wall, all that chaos over there, then Carmelo's going to get shipped somewhere.
Poor Carmelo. He's just gonna go score points in the corner somewhere and like not make the playoffs. Whatever team he's on, they're not. If he does that, they're not making the playoffs. Whatever team he goes to,
He should go overseas.
I'm like, why?
maybe
Why would he-
overseas.
Go to China.
You know what he should have
He can
done?
get
He
like
should have
20
just got
million.
along on the Rockets. He should have just sat on the fucking bench, be the
But
8th or
that's
9th man.
his ego. Melo still thinks he's Denver Melo in his
Okay, but
mind. And
3
he's
weeks
not
from
there.
now, Eric Gordon could blow out his knee, and then they need you to be the 6th man. Just stay ready. Like, it's just weird to me that after all this time and the shit at OKC, you're still not just gonna just sit there, bro. You're rich. Just chill. You ain't played in 3 weeks because you throwing temper
But,
tantrums.
bro, he's looking at LeBron still playing, same draft class. D Wade still playing at a high level for his age. It's like.
so maybe he should have kept his ass on the Knicks if he wanted to still be playing and
That
starting.
wasn't his choice.
But if even
the
if he
Knicks
would
had turmoil.
And
That-
even if
that
he
was
would've-
his choice in a way,
Listen. Melo has to come to grips with the fact that he's not the same player. Even if he was still on the Knicks, he'd still be this Melo. So it's like what his game was and how his athleticism declined is not a match for today's NBA game.
But
He's
don't
not-
you think if you give him 20 shots a game, he could still get you some buckets?
That 20
He's not getting 20 shots a game.
Melo
on
getting
Houston.
20 shots a game, like somebody said, is not going to equate to wins.
No, he's done. Nothing he can do will equate to wins. It's just a question if he can keep the allure of being Melo
He just
going.
looks washed. And the allure
Yeah,
is
Melo's
not there.
washed,
He's
man.
Yeah, he's declined.
Yeah,
His
Melo's
field percentage
washed.
is down.
Maybe somebody pick him up, but he wants to be on a contender. So unless it's Golden State, it won't matter. So yeah,
That's on the Clippers.
Clippers. Yeah, he'd be cool on Clippers.
I wouldn't rule out the Lakers. Take Beasley off, put Melo for that same $2 million. He was making.
He won't do that though.
Yeah, he won't
I
because
think he
Beasley
should
don't
do
be
it for the
getting in.
Lakers.
Nah, if you won't do it for Houston, you're
Why
not
are we
going to
gonna
do it for the Lakers.
Yeah, right.
He might,
Because
bro.
Beasley only plays one every 5 games. Melo wasn't rolling
Yeah.
with that.
But
Well,
nah,
he'd be on
Beasley
Houston.
had some personal stuff going on while he wasn't out there.
Even still, the first 10 games of the season, like Beasley is behind everybody else on the bench though. You know, I think Lonzo's starting right now, but the KCPs, Kuzma, Chandler, all of them are coming in before Michael Beasley. I don't know. It's just a tough spot.
Yeah,
It happens to everybody.
I just think we got to wait till All-Star break. Once some trades start happening, then go
Can
ahead.
I segue since you said trades? Do you think the Lakers are going to go through this season? I know they have their eyes on free agency next year, but do you think they're going to stand pat, or will there be some dramatic changes at the trade deadline?
I mean, I kind of like what Stephen A. was saying the other day.
What was he getting at?
Trading Brandon Ingram.
Oh, yeah, I'm on that
Maybe
train.
Lonzo Ball.
I'm in that car.
Bringing in a Bradley Beal. I mean, we need a shooter. We don't need shooters. We just need a solid shooter.
They do need a
It's that
shooter.
shit.
Bradley Beal can defend. He's still young. You know, I like the Bradley Beal deal. I think we should do that. I don't know about Brandon Ingram. I think we should move Kuzma.
No.
I do.
We can't
look
move
at
Brad- we
Look
can't
at Kuzma
move
the
Ingram
past
and
10, 15 games.
But at the end of the day, he's only his second year in the league.
Doesn't matter.
Don't move
Second,
Kuzma.
third
Don't
year.
move Kuzma.
You
I
don't
like
move Kuzma.
Ingram.
You don't move Hart.
Out of the three,
Low-key,
Hart's
you don't
exactly.
move. You don't move.
You really don't
Ingram.
move any of them.
You don't have to
but we
move
need a
any of them.
shooter.
And
Wait for Klay Thompson next year.
no, the
That's
Lakers,
wishful thinking,
The
man.
See what
Lakers
I'm
are
saying?
not
Here y'all go
trying
again.
to.
We talked about this before the season
Yeah, we
started.
did talk about it, Mace.
We talked about when you bring in this guy LeBron, all of a sudden everybody's got to go and get out the way for LeBron. Because what's going to happen? You're going to trade Brandon Ingram and you're going to trade Lonzo. You're going to have whatever your little run is for the next 2 years.
If you trade Brandon
then
Ingram
we're gonna
and
go-
Lonzo, you have to get a super mega star.
And
bro.
Bradley Bill's not that.
Yeah,
But
Bradley
but
Bill's
even-
not worth
I'll
it.
wait on
even if
Anthony
you got
Davis.
whoever, the best player
They
you can
didn't even
get,
do
you
that
can
for
play.
Kawhi.
We can't go into win now
Listen,
mode,
the
'cause 2
Lakers
years
are
from now,
fine, bro. Leave the team how it is.
Nah.
leave
Go
them how
through
they
the
are.
season how it is, and they're going to sign a superstar this offseason,
Let it
bro.
be.
They could get Kevin Durant.
I don't want to see the Lakers do whatever they can to get great.
Yeah,
for
they don't
2
have to make a
years.
panic move right now.
then
They got
That would trash for the next 5 years after.
But then why did Magic hit headlines today talking about he doesn't want LeBron playing too much? He doesn't want the offense to go straight through LeBron. He doesn't want to look like Cleveland again. Why did Magic say that then?
because
Because
sees
we
what
need a
it's
shooter.
doing.
Yeah.
No.
It's the truth. Why did Magic
No,
say
we
that today?
definitely need
If they get a shooter, all that's going to do is further become Cleveland because the shooter's going to sit in that
No,
corner
no.
and LeBron's going to do his thing and try to throw it
Well,
to the
then
shooter.
Kuzma and Brandon Ingram need
I
to step
feel
up.
what you're saying, Mace, but
They are doing
we
good
don't need
right
a shooter
now.
to be
They're
like
above
Cleveland. We
500.
need a shooter
What do y'all
just
want them to
we
be?
need a
The best
shooter.
team in the league?
No, I didn't say that.
What more do you want them to do right now?
Close out games.
Thank you. I was
They're
just
in
about
the
to say,
playoffs.
you've seen how the games have been, bro. We just lost to Orlando. We
That's
had no
LeBron's
business.
that's a LeBron factor.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If you had another star player, LeBron is still going to hold the ball and close it. Why do you think Kyrie left?
Oh my gosh.
Is that not why Kyrie left? This nigga
Kyrie
wanted to
left
shine?
because he wants to be the man.
Yeah.
The man or not the man? I mean, on Boston, he's not the man.
No, and also Kyrie left because he knew Brown was getting up out of there. So
so
he's like,
didn't
bro,
everybody
left.
say
you
when
ain't
LeBron
about
came
to leave
Lakers,
me here, bro.
He was okay with getting off the ball. I haven't seen him get off the ball yet. I haven't seen him say, okay, Rondo.
He get off the ball. Lonzo bring the ball up.
Yeah. And
Bring the
Ingram
ball
sometimes.
up.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
Bring the
about
ball
dribbling
up.
the ball from fucking 92 feet to 50 feet and handing it off to LeBron anyway. I'm talking about who's the one actually, like, why can't LeBron
Lonzo.
play in a way where he cuts to the basket and they finish plays for him to save
Because
his
he's the
body,
best
save his
passer.
legs?
The offense works better when it goes through him.
I kind of feel Mason.
Who they going to run the offense through?
Anybody, whoever they did
run
last
it
year.
through LeBron? Just with not
You
with
got to
him.
run it through LeBron, bro.
They were one of the top scoring
You
teams
can run
in
it
the
through
league last
LeBron,
year
but
without
let
LeBron.
somebody set LeBron up. Was
Yeah.
what Mason's saying. Like
I'm
Mason,
saying.
well, I've always said about LeBron. Fuck the triple doubles, bro. If you get like 6 assists and probably 32 points instead of 26, 27, the team would be better off because sometimes you just need to say, y'all get out the way and just get to the rack, get to the free throw line. Like, be that player.
As somebody who's hooped, I can't wait a whole game of waiting for you to decide what you want us to do, and then in the fourth quarter, and 3 minutes left, now you want to throw me the ball to make some key decision. Like, I haven't even shot since the first quarter, bro.
Man,
You've been
the
doing your
Lakers,
thing out
the
here.
Lakers are fine, bro.
We'll be all right.
Listen,
I do think they're fine.
bringing in Bradley Beal, that ain't
I
going to
just
do
don't
nothing.
like Brandon. That's
That's not going to do nothing.
Yeah, I
to
don't
give
like
up
it. We could do better
Ingram
than
and,
that.
Bradley Beal, he's a great player.
I just know for a fact we're not getting Klay Thompson, so
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
But I would rather take Kevin Durant.
You really
Or
think that would
Anthony
happen, though?
Yes.
You think that could be possible?
Yes.
Nasty basketball. I don't want to see that.
I just
What?
don't see that.
That
That's
would not
just,
look
that's
good.
just so
I
ugly
would-
with basketball.
A
Yeah,
year and a
wasn't
half ago, people didn't think it was possible for Bron to come to the Lakers.
Yeah, hey, first of all, KD wants out of Golden State.
Definitely. After
Draymond cussed him out. They,
Draymond is trash.
you know, so, and
Yeah.
they win this year. That'll be 3 straight ships,
Yeah.
2 finals MVPs.
There you go.
I'm cool. Now I could just go get paid, build my brand with Bron in LA. Like,
Hey, you're right. You're right. You're right.
come on, bro.
All right, man. Let's get off that. Let's get back to football.
Let's get back to football, man.
Back to football.
Last week,
Go ahead.
man. What was that? Week 12, man. Started on Thanksgiving, man. We had some good games on Thanksgiving, man. Some of them went accordingly for me. Some of them didn't. I could start with the fucking Bears. Oh, they covered again against the Lions. Are the Bears for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bears are for real?
Yeah.
Playoff contender?
Real
Absolutely.
Couple of rounds in the playoffs. I wouldn't say NFC Championship, but they can make a couple of rounds.
I mean, they're 8-3. They're leading the division. The
Yeah.
division is trash.
Their schedule
Okay.
been soft though, a little bit.
I think that defense is making their schedule look soft because they.
I thought Trubisky was a bust.
I mean,
I
well,
don't think
it's
he
not
was
even
the best.
Trubisky because they had Chase Daniels play last week, and it was the defense. They picked off Sam Bradford twice. He looked terrible last week, and they got that pick 6 to seal the game. So it's really their defense with K-Mac over there. He's one of the top league leaders in sacks right now. I think the Bears are for real, but I don't think they'll beat the Saints. I don't think they'll beat the Rams if it came down to it.
I don't think they beat the Seahawks when it comes down to it.
Ooh, that'd be a good-ass game.
It'd be a good game.
It depends on where that game will be played. In Chicago, they might can beat them, but in that 12th man, they don't want no smoke.
I
Seahawks
think
been
that
looking better on
defense
the road
travels.
this year though.
They
are.
did.
They're
They did.
a
They
little
did.
more
They did.
well-rounded
They just beat Cam and them.
That was a close
Oh,
game.
and I forgot about Cam and them. Yeah, I mean,
Shady.
Bears are
They
good,
blew
but they're
that
way
game,
down the
bro.
totem pole in terms of good teams.
Yeah, but for their division, they're leading the division.
Well, they're gonna win the division.
They're going to win the division.
Hell yeah. Then there was Redskins Cowboys, man. Mace, how you feel about Cowboys last week covering against the Redskins?
I don't feel anything about that.
Yeah.
Cowboys are on a good run right now, as we
Yeah.
see with the way they're playing. I mean, they figured out their identity, and their defense is so legit.
Yeah.
They like I was looking at the comparison for the game before it came on. I'm like, damn, they're holding people to 19 still.
Mm-hmm.
And look at them; they got the Saints at 10 with 6 minutes left in the fourth. Even if the Saints score another touchdown or 10 points, that's still holding them right to their average. Like they are legit. They finally figured out just give the ball to Zeke until it don't work. I mean, once I saw him hurtling and jumping over people, I kind of knew, all right, they got this figured out.
And also Amari Cooper.
And Amari Cooper.
Thank you.
Amari
Thank you,
Cooper.
Ish. Thank you.
Mark Cooper's been nice for them.
He's been very nice for them.
He's been nice for them.
You
They
know-
only lost one game since he got there, and that was the first one.
And he still was looking. He has not had an off game since he's been a Cowboy.
But I still feel
You
like,
thought he was going to be a bust.
I didn't think he was going to be that. I didn't think he was going to be that big of a help. He's just a real receiver. Someone you can throw to on 3rd and 4, and he's going to catch it
Yeah.
and get you the first.
But nah, his after the catch is crazy.
It is though. He's
His after the catch is crazy.
getting
He's
some
better
big
than a
accolades.
lot of dudes. That was an actually good risky pick that Jerry Jones did. That was good. I like that. But third game, Sunday night special last week, man. Saints Falcons. Saints covered against the Falcons. Drew Brees looked like himself last week. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now, but yeah, that was a good win for us. Little Sunday night cleanup. Falcons. How y'all think the Falcons will do going forward? They got the Ravens coming in this weekend. They're underdog.
It's quiet for them.
Quiet
For the Falcons.
Action Jackson in Atlanta.
First of
I'll
all,
tell you what, if no defense, again,
And
they're
the
going to be in
Ravens have
some
D.
last-second drive where Jackson runs for 40 yards and wins the game or something. Like,
Word.
Falcons done.
I don't even think it's just necessarily the defense. I just think Matt Ryan isn't the guy. Ever since he got the contract extension, ever since he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl, he just hasn't been performing. No Devontae Freeman.
Yeah.
The run game is suspect. Yeah, Julio's getting touches, but if he's not getting in the end zone, you're not getting points.
And you know,
And another thing too, Lamar Jackson, that hype is fake. Okay, this Mike Vick comparison is trash. He hasn't thrown 2 touchdowns in a game yet. He's thrown picks. So please, let's make sure everyone in the world stops that. He's not Michael Vick. He's
2.0.
No.
he's speed-wise,
Negative.
yeah, but as a quarterback, nah. Not
Not
yet.
even close.
And to go back to this Frisco, not Frisco, but Atlanta, Kyle Shanahan is the reason why they're looking
Thank
tricky.
you. Thank you.
Ever since they left him, that offense has not
Been
been
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah.
at
I
all.
agree 100%.
Damn. Okay. Okay, so then there was Sunday. Sunday was pretty good for me, man. I can't even lie. I did great in the morning. Hit that Patriots. Patriots by 14 cover. Eagles plus 4.5 cover. And Ravens, say what you want, but Action Jackson in that defense. T. Suggs with the sack, fumble, pick, scoop, and score to cover the spread. So that went great for me. Couple other notable games. Niners got drugged by the Bucks. Mace, what happened, bro? What happened, bro?
They're trying to get the number 1 pick.
Nah.
What would you see in that game?
I mean, I saw I didn't expect the Bucks to win. Had I bet on that game, I would have took the Niners, but I stayed away from that game completely. But I was expecting the Niners win. I just saw a bum fight and one bum won. Really, pretty much.
I mean, Mace, I got questions for you because that's your squad. That's your team. You come up here, you talk so mighty and
that's my
highly about the
squad.
Niners.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it comes to a point.
It's a third-string quarterback.
I don't care about that.
What do you
man.
mean?
No, wait a minute.
No, let me
that
finish. Let me-
third-string
hold on,
quarterback
hold
just
on.
lit somebody up a couple of
Let me
weeks
finish.
ago.
He beat the Raiders.
Here's the thing, though.
He looked bad last week.
I thought Kyle Shanahan was the guy. If he
He
was
is
the
the
guy,
guy.
then he should be able to get the personnel that he has to get wins.
Nah, bro. Not with all
Not with
backup
Jimmy
players.
G.
We have a backup running back, a backup third-string quarterback. Our receivers have been hurt all year.
Make a trade.
Make a trade for what?
Get a
We
number
got-
2.
No, man. When you're one of the
Where's
worst
Richard
teams,
Sherman?
when you're
Who is Richard Sherman?
when you are one of the worst teams in the league, you need a little bit of everything. There's no point to make some trade. We're trying to get to 5 wins.
Who's your wideouts? Exactly.
Pierre Garcon,
Marquise
Goodwin.
Goodwin.
Trash.
Yeah. So you know what we have to do?
Offensive line.
So who are we going to trade
Jimmy
for?
G's not there,
Are we going
though.
to trade for Amari Cooper and have our third-string quarterback throw passes to him? No. What we're going to do is tank, get another number 1 draft pick or a number 2 draft pick, tank again a little bit next year, and then reload. That's the only thing you can do.
2 straight tanks.
No, it won't
You
be
got
too
to.
strange.
No,
Jimmy G.
we've been tanking since
Jimmy G will be back.
Jimmy
next
G's
year.
not the guy.
4 years.
Jimmy G is Matt Castle 2.0.
Nah, he's
You
not.
leave New England, you're not the same. Where's Malcolm Butler? Where's
Tennessee.
Ryan Logan? Yeah, but what is he doing over there?
doing
Adori's
all right.
doing the job over there.
He's done all right.
Be honest.
He's done all right.
Hey, man, if y'all would have had Malcolm Butler.
Jamie Collins in Cleveland, what is he doing? Chandler Jones in Arizona, what is he doing?
So you saying it's the system and not the players?
That's why I'm saying these names
Talking
right now.
about Tom Brady.
Hey, he's still there.
But I'm saying if he wasn't there.
I can't say he ain't left.
That's why A-Rod's better than Tom. 'Cause
Look
Tom-
at A-Rod's numbers right now.
I'm just
Terrible.
saying,
They are. But
if we
he's-
had all of our starters for the whole year and we were doing shit like losing to the Bucks by 30 points, that'd be a different story. But when it gets
So
to
pretty
backup, I can't.
So pretty
Who
much the
cares?
Niners are in tank mode, and you would advise going against them for the rest of the season.
And Shanahan's not the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you all season you
All
should
right.
go against them.
Go ahead.
Just like them, the Giants, and the Raiders.
And the Raiders, yeah,
Like, those
Raiders,
teams are not trying to
Raiders,
win.
Raiders were free money last week. Cardinals were free money last week against the Chargers. That was a good win.
I did not see that coming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow, no,
Not by 30-something points. And
yeah,
Cardinals been trying to hang in for those big spreads. But
shady.
they were in the first half, I think, and then they got blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your Lakers are looking good right now.
Yeah, Lakers are looking okay.
What we got for this week, Mike?
Saints are looking trash. Oh, you want to jump to this week? Oh, we got some heat for this week.
Yeah, everyone got 2 teams, right?
Yeah. Everybody's got 2 teams. You want to start it off, Rasher? No? Oh, okay. I'll start off. Don't trip. So I was going with my lock of the week. I'm going Tennessee Titans, man. -8. We got the New York Jets coming in. We play way better at home. Mariota played better. You see Mariota threw 22 out of 23 passes completed. He got the second highest completion rate ever at 95% last week. He's the only quarterback to ever do that and lose.
And caught an L.
He did catch an L. We was all over that. Shout out Houston. But yeah, I just think the Jets are not good, man. They got a backup quarterback. He doesn't look good. Who was that they signed?
They got McCown?
McCown, yeah, McCown. He didn't look that great. Their O-line is banged up. Their receivers are banged up. We're coming off 2 bad losses. I think our guys are going to play good at home. Defense will lock them up. And
you think 8 is a lot for y'all?
No, we could beat them by 10 for sure. We could beat them by 10. My second game was the Kansas City Chiefs, man, coming off a bye. Like you said, the Raiders look like they're tanking. This offense is electrifying. I could see Mahomes easily putting up 35. The Raiders can't put up anything. Carr looks bad. He doesn't have any receivers except for Jordy Nelson. The running back, Beast Mode's hurt. I think they're in shambles. I think Gruden is trying to do the same thing. He's trying to tank, get a good quarterback for when they go to Vegas. So, yeah, I would advise going against the Raiders this week. So, yeah, those are my 2, man. Tennessee -8 at the house. Ravens -14.5 right now in Oakland. Lock it up.
Nice.
All
right, I'll jump into mine, guys.
Who you got, baby?
I got Green Bay over Arizona. I think that's easy money.
Yeah.
Green Bay's favored by 14, excuse me. 4-0 at home. Arizona's 1-6 on the road. This is a must-win for Green Bay. If they want to stay in the hunt, make wild card. I know. Yeah. I see you shaking your head.
They're out of the hunt. They could want to win. I'll go with that.
They still have a chance. They could win out. Vikings lose a couple of games because the Vikings losing to New England. That's my second pick, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But they need to win. If not, Mike McCarthy is gone.
I mean, they'll let him finish the season.
Yeah, but he's gone at the end of the season.
I think
he's gone.
It's beef with him and A-Rod.
He's gone.
Even if he wins out, I think they're done.
Hey, A-Rod's not feeling his shit.
He's gone.
So I think they are, they're going to...
Wait. A-Rod, you're the fucking quarterback. You're the all-star. I've got all the plays. Call whatever you want up there. Peyton Manning calls his own plays. He's not blaming his quarterback. He's not blaming his offensive coordinator. Like, I don't know what to run out here.
I mean, dude, you're the same guy talking about second-string, third-string quarterbacks. So stop it.
What do you mean?
Just stop it. Okay?
A-Rod is not a third. You guys have told me all season and for years now, he's the best quarterback in the league.
No, yes. I've never said that. So.
What? Because you're a Patriot fan, bro. A-Rod is definitely the best quarterback in the league.
Then why is he looking the way he looks this season?
Because his team sucks.
Come on now.
Come on, bro.
His defense is terrible.
No, fuck his defense. What about his offense?
Bro, his defense is
his
terrible
offense,
too.
hey, man, he's got a rifle arm.
He has weapons.
He can scramble. He doesn't have weapons right now. He's got Devontae Adams.
Jimmy Graham?
He was hurt for like a month.
He's hurt, too. His thumb is broke right now.
Gronkowski has no back. Brady still makes plays.
Gronkowski was out there catching tubs.
Jimmy Graham is
I'm tired
washed.
of you guys giving Aaron Rodgers slack, man. He's not getting the job done.
That's what I think. Fuck blaming McCarthy. Like, bro, I've been calling the same plays for 10 years. You know that you audible and do whatever you want anyway. Get your ass out there, scramble around, throw your 50-yard passes. You don't got
his
that
leg ain't the same. He got hurt early in the year. I forgot about that. The leg ain't the same.
And that's all it is.
He had a knee brace on the week.
Yeah, I mean, he still could maneuver a little bit, but, I mean, A-Rod's not the same, bro.
All right, so with that being said, I'm going to number 2 to the GOAT. I got New England over Minnesota. New England's favored by 5. New England's 5-0 at home. Minnesota's 2-2 with a tie on the road. I mean, early in the year, I thought this was going to be a big game. But the Vikings or whatever. New England, we're struggling. But it's a must win for us. I don't know if Xavier Rhodes is playing. Do we know about that yet or no?
No, he's out. He's out.
If he's out, that's huge.
That's huge. I think, Brady exposed that. I like your pick, especially because it's December. New England December is a different beast.
It's cold.
It's cold, and they use those first couple months to fine tune some stuff. You saw last week they put together a well win and cover for us against the Jets. I think, this is a good spot to take New England. Minnesota.
Michelle's back, right? Sony Michel.
Sony's back. Gronk's back.
Got, activated.
Burkhead is back.
Burkhead, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the big X factor is going to be Xavier Rhodes. He's a top 5 corner.
Yeah.
If he's gone, Brady's going to pick them apart. We just got to worry about their outside threats and Diggs and Thielen. If we can contain that, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing I think Belichick could do. He's going to double team one of them. I think he has to take away Thielen. Yeah, take away Thielen, go one-on-one with Diggs, and do it that way because Thielen's his moneymaker on third downs.
I agree 100%.
He's missed a third down. He's going to look for Thielen. So
because this is tricky. Good today, bad tomorrow.
He's coming to Foxborough, though, guys.
And he's coming to Foxborough.
He's coming to Foxborough. They play in the dome. It's cold. He hasn't played in the cold since he left Washington, and Washington is not nearly as cold as in Massachusetts.
You guys' secondary is going to hold up against Thielen and Diggs.
I mean, just what Mike said. You know, we're going to put safety help over the top on Thielen. We're going to man up Gilmore with Diggs. I mean, Rudolph, you know, we're just going to, linebacker with a little shadow. I'm not really concerned with their running game. I don't know how Delvin Cook's been doing. If you guys know, tell me. But I think if we could take away the pass, I think we'll be okay. Yeah. No Xavier Rhodes, they're going to have to keep up with us.
Yeah.
You got it, Raish?
I'm gonna go Texans over the Browns.
Okay.
At the house, -5. I think that's kind of high, given how the Browns been having close games. But I think Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins are going to be able to do whatever they want to do against that pedestrian secondary of the Browns. And I just don't think that the Texans' defense is going to allow Baker Mayfield to move up the ball like he has been the past couple of weeks. So I like the Texans by at least 7-10 in that one.
I agree with you. That Texas defense is stout right now.
It's stout. With Clowney, not Abouye, but Clowney, Watt, and I forget the other linebacker's name, but they're pretty stout. In my second game, I'm going to go Colts over the Jaguars.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The Colts, Andrew Luck has been looking like Andrew Luck lately. The Jaguars have been looking like a flash in the pan. Even with Fournette back, I thought he was going to be able to make a difference, but that pretty much hasn't anything changed as far as their defense or their offense. And I've been off this
Blake. He got suspended anyway.
Yeah, he got suspended. But I have to apologize to the panel. I was caping for Blake Bortles, but I can officially say he's weak.
He's done, guys.
I told you the same thing.
I was caping for him, but he's a bum.
I've been telling y'all that all season.
Yeah,
you have. I agree.
All season,
I was in the car with him for a little bit.
Guys, Eli Manning is going to Jacksonville.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Coughlin's up top.
He needs to go hang out with Carmelo and go to China.
That would be stupid as hell for Jacksonville.
No, it would not, bro.
Bro, Eli's washed.
He's washed over here. In this hot weather, in this Tom Coughlin system, in which I won 2 Super Bowls, I think he can get him back.
Y'all
right.
just told me about how he barely could even get to the playoffs for half his career in his prime with Coughlin.
And you rolling with the Giants. They've been covering or doing whatever for you to pass
on the road.
Yeah, they cover on the road.
That's what I'm saying. So I think...
I'm just saying, like, you going to go with Eli as your quarterback of the future?
No, he's 38.
Exactly. So why are we going to get
because they got to draft a guy. They got to groom a guy.
They feel like a year ago they were in the AFC Championship, so they feel like they're probably a quarterback or whatever away.
They're not an Eli away.
They are not an Eli away,
That's
bro.
their mindset. That's not mine.
Bro, no way. Eli's done. He's 38, bro. He's got, 1 or 2 years left in the league.
You can't say the age factor when Breeze and Brady is out here at plus 40.
He don't look like them, bro. He's not looking.
Eli hangs out for 1 more year. I think he stays in New York. They're going to draft a quarterback this year, and at game 5 or 6 of next year, he'll finally call it quits.
He'll be gone because the Giants are not going to waste Saquon Barkley and Odell's primes fooling with Eli.
So the Jaguars are going to waste Fournette's prime,
and
whoever they've got.
Fournette's prime. I'm sorry, but Fournette can't even stay on the field.
He can stay
on
the
got
field.
Suspended.
He can't. His hamstrings.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
What are you talking about?
Been hurt both years.
Yeah,
both years he's been hurt.
He'll work it out.
They work it out. You must have never had a hammy injury before.
I got a bad hammy, so I'm familiar. I'm just saying he's a professional athlete. So
Go ahead, Mace. What you got?
He's going to bounce back. I like some of what Rasher... I liked a lot what y'all was talking about, but I low-key like the Bengals plus 5 at home. I know.
Who do they play?
Bro.
They're playing the Broncos.
Oh, nah.
No.
I get it. I hear you. Bengals have had a tough few losses in a row. They're one of these teams that... Okay, now they have to just beat you. And again, I'm just taking them plus 5. They could probably lose by 3 or 4. No, I don't think so.
AJ is playing this week.
He's playing?
Yes.
Okay, has he practiced?
I don't know if he's practiced, but they did report he is 100%. He is playing this week.
I might get back in the car with you.
I'm not getting in the car.
You think even with AJ?
There's toxic in the building. Hugh Jackson is back.
But he's not.
Who's the quarterback this week?
We don't know.
Thank you, Keith Sweat. We don't know. We don't know who's
nobody.
We don't know who's the quarterback.
We don't know.
I don't know if that's a bad thing though.
Yeah, that could be the trap of the situation.
Who? But who's their backup?
I don't know. But we've seen all kind of backups coming here.
They should have never let go of AJ McCarron, Mace.
I don't know if I can say anybody should or shouldn't have let go.
I think he's playing this week for the Raiders.
Oh wow.
He should.
I think he's playing this week for the
They
Raiders.
might win then. I do
Kaepernick
also.
can't get a
I like I already
job.
told y'all earlier. I do like Baltimore on the road to go in there and beat Atlanta. I'm still debating between that one and Carolina though, because I like Carolina to
I do too, but
get back in the fucking driver's seat and kick some ass. Tampa Bay sucks. Sleeper pick. I personally, where's Cameron? I am taking Niners money line to upset Seattle this week.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
you're lighting money on fire, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
not.
crazy. Seattle's gonna cover that 10 this week on y'all, bro. You're crazy, bro. And
Is
y'all
it
gotta
over
go.
the 10 divisional.
It's in Seattle.
All the more reason why.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of like Seattle this
I've
week.
told you about that plus 10.
It was 3 or 4 double-digit spreads this week. I think I like them all. Seattle was one. The Rams was another. Chiefs and Green Bay. I think all of those are going to cover this week.
Quick update on the games. 2 minutes left. Drew threw a pick on a 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Dallas threw a pick, but they overturned it. Just fucking first and goal on the 1-yard line. Cowboys have to punch it in, I'm assuming. It's gonna
Oh,
be
it's Zeke time
20-10.
then. It has to be Zeke time.
Zeke time. They low-key could need it out. They have no timeouts.
Nah, they need to score points.
They don't need to.
For what?
They could just save everybody's second half bet.
Yeah, right? But it's looking like it's cracked. They're for sure about to run this in.
Zeke
So,
time.
yeah.
They trying to make a statement.
Yeah, it's Garrett too. They want to make a statement. Can't make it look too close. It's looking like Dallas plus 7.5 easy money. Under easy money. Saints only put up 10 points. 10 points. It's first and goal right now. Dallas has a ball. Probably gonna give it to Zeke.
Shout out to the Dallas defense because they was talking a lot of shit this week and backed it up.
And they backed it up. Dak Prescott takes a knee, so they might give us a second half.
He took a knee?
Yeah, he took a
Oh,
knee.
that's great. That means they're going to just
Dang,
be
Saints
jumping
have
about.
no timeouts.
They have no timeouts. Victory formation.
I needed the fantasy points for Zeke, man.
But I'll take the second half cover if that's what will at least help us absorb the loss. Saints are going to cost everybody a lot of money today.
Yeah, and that's what I told y'all. I don't like to be on the side with everybody else, man. When Vegas, they like to get the money, man. It's all about the money, and everybody and their mama took the Saints today, and we knew that.
Everybody.
And that's why I was watching the spread.
But you can't
I
say
was
that a little bit because everybody be on the side of Bama when we take them and they covers. The
That's a
Saints
different-
just
that's a
didn't come
different
out
thing.
here and
Nah,
perform like the Saints. bro. Like,
but that was
everybody's
that's
on the money when Floyd's out there, bro.
That's
I mean, but
that's
Drew was
different.
trash
That's
today,
different
guys.
though, bro. This was a Thursday night special. Vegas knew all the money was coming in on the Saints, and I saw it. But I still took the
nobody
Saints.
expected. If you would have said, if somebody would have told you the Saints to score 10 points before the game, and we'll bet on that, you would have took the over on 10 points.
Well, you guys know Kamara got hurt and left the game too, right?
Yeah, but he don't got nothing to do with
He
Drew.
was shut down even.
Yeah.
Throughout, he was in there to the third quarter. I think that, again, it goes back to the way Dallas wants to play football. It's just like this. When I watched the opening drive, I knew we were in trouble because Dallas, it took off 5 minutes, 6 minutes to get that
They
first
might
three.
kick this field goal and cook the second half.
They
Why
might
don't they
kick a
just
field
run
goal?
it in with Zeke on third and
Who
one?
kicked
That
the
makes
field-
no
'cause
sense.
It's fourth down.
It's fourth down with 120 seconds left. The play clock's only 30-something seconds left.
Nah, game's over.
They won't take it to. No,
Oh,
they might-
game over. It went final. My bad.
Game's over.
Okay, so at least we got Saints
Dallas
second
had the
half.
best defense in the league.
Hell no.
And I
That's
quietly
not
took
down,
Dallas plus 2.5 on a live bet when it was like closer earlier.
Brees
Who else
hurt
has
me.
held the Saints who averaged 37 to 10?
Nobody.
I think this is just one game. I don't think Dallas has the best
Not
defense.
Well,
I
let me
think
tell
the
you.
Ravens has the best defense in the league.
And Dallas is probably the second best. Bills might be in there somewhere, but from a real like
Titans,
points,
we was in there until we just got drugged.
I
Titans
thought
in
y'all
there.
was for real.
Until we-
But I would say though, like Dallas is one of those teams that if you let when I texted you earlier, my boy said he wanted to take the over. He liked the Saints, and and he was like, "Man, have you seen the last 5 games?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen them." But do you see the teams that they're playing? They haven't played a good defense in like half the season.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams game don't count because they don't have defense. They beat the Vikings 5 games ago, but since then it's been Falcons and who else did they just blow out? They blow out some other people, but point being, this was going to be their first real challenge on defense, whereas the Dallas Cowboys have been going up against a lot of high-powered offenses and just shutting them down. And Dak looks like a a good leader out there. He's only going to give you a little bit, but he is hurt.
For that defense and that run game, it kind of works for him.
And he's such a good scrambling quarterback. 10 yards out, he will go get the touchdown and run you over.
Watch,
for it.
I can't wait for Skip Bayless tomorrow.
He
called it too. He said, "I like Dallas to win tonight."
Mm-hmm.
He called it.
Stephen A. Smith had a Saint jersey on today. Too,
yeah. Deion was on his head.
I think he's the hype train, man. He made me feel bad because I went to the ESPN app afterwards, and the top video that they show you was like, Stephen A. guarantees they're going to slam their smack.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody had to blow out. And that's why Dallas comes. And Dallas won.
If not the blowout, everybody expected the Saints to win the game. Like that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't call it. No matter how much research you do, sometimes the ball's gonna bounce a certain way.
My teaser, I bought down the points. Yeah. Everything I tried to do,
crash. And that's just one of those things. Yeah, it's just one of those things when Vegas they get the money. We're gonna get the money. We're gonna collect all this fucking Saints money. We're gonna collect all this shit tonight.
But that actually, and I'm glad we only have a little bit of time left in the show, that brings us back to some core gambling 101 topics. You can't be overloading on one team because it's a shoo-in.
Yeah.
Tonight should be one unit that you lost, and if you were watching it correctly, you took second half Saints, maybe you only lost half a unit or you broke even.
Yeah.
But we can't let... it literally never works where teams just get slammed. Like, anytime it's for shoo-in? No, it's not a shoo-in. Absolutely, styles make fights. Saints had to come out and get points right away to put Dallas on their heels, and instead Dallas came out and chewed the clock up the whole first quarter.
Bro, they punched him in the mouth.
Saints secondary did not get off the
bus. They looked pretty mediocre out there.
But look at the final stats. I mean, Prescott only threw for 250 and one touchdown. He went 24 for 28 on his captain check down shit.
Nah, he was completing some...
He got a couple of good completions in there. Zeke did his thing, but he only went for 76 yards. It was just an ugly game.
The defense
won this game, guys. To hold the Saints to only 10 points, I think, is remarkable. They have been averaging 37 all year. So to hold them to 10, I shout out to Dallas defense. They did that, man.
But we do know, going back a few years now, Saints on the road. Drew on the road.
They were 10-1, bro. They've been on the road half of them games and washed people.
Yeah, but then you start looking at, okay, who have they beat on the road this year? Mm-hmm. Who was the best defense that they've played this year? Mm-hmm. This other team has been locking everybody down for like 5 straight games now. So I'm not saying I would have taken it, but that line moving back and forth from 7 to 8 all day and still sitting at minus 120, minus 125.
Yeah, it was 105. Fucking Cowboys was minus 105 all day. They even went down to even, and that's when I knew. I was like, man, I like the Cowboys. But I just couldn't pull the trigger. And then when it clicked back up to 7.5, that's when I was like, okay, cool. Now I feel comfortable taking the Saints.
And it was the Saints, how they've been looking foresight. Like, your foresight wasn't going to allow you to take the Cowboys tonight.
I almost did, bro. Almost did. I was actually this close, bro.
The Saints have been looking like a well-oiled.
I wouldn't feel comfortable. I'd have been nervous all night.
I mean, no, you wouldn't have. Not until the first quarter, until they went up 10-0. Then you would have sat back.
Yeah.
Then you would have been on cruise control. So
I mean, you would have been on cruise control, but it's still Drew Brees. I didn't think Drew Brees would get punched in the mouth like this. 127 pass yards, 1 touchdown. Drew Brees, MVP candidate.
Yeah.
1 touchdown, 127.
Man,
Lamar Jackson got better numbers than that. I mean, no one could predict that.
Lamar Jackson didn't play Dallas shit.
I would have benched him in fantasy.
Damn, he only put up 10 points. They only got 1 touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. I would have benched him if I would have known this.
That killed the over. They got all the over money, Saints money. They gave up the Saints second half money. Got a little bit back on that. Saints first half. Vegas ate tonight. Mm-hmm. They ate tonight. Shout out to Vegas, man.
They had to make back their money off that Texans game on Monday.
Exactly, sure. And it always goes like that. They don't just always give out free money, man. Mm-hmm. It don't just be free money out here like that. Houston was the free money on Monday, and then Thursday we're gonna get that Houston money back, and that's just how it works, bro. And that's why we can't be afraid to take the points or bet against the best team in the league or bet with the sorriest team in the league because nothing is for sure, bro. Look at the Giants. We cover all the time on the road with the Giants because everybody thinks they're sorry and they get these high points and then they always just cover. So
5-1 on the road.
5-1 at the spread on the road this year are the Giants. But that's gambling, So yeah, this week we're gonna start with an L on the page, man. We got the Saints up there. That's going to be a loser for us. That one sucks, but
I think we can't really help that one against us.
Why not?
Because
it's a loss, bro.
It's
a
a
loss,
loss,
man. A
but
loss is
going
a loss.
into
Loss
the
is a
game,
loss. You
Loss
could
is a loss.
absolutely. We gave out a losing ticket, bro. We gave out a
did.
losing ticket.
And if y'all was part of the smart chat, Mr. 2K, I know you out there. I know you didn't take Saints second half, but again, if y'all actually
I
get
did
down
say
with this,
we had
I
to-
took Saints
I
second
took
half. You
Saints
took
second
it.
half. I took
I hit
Saints.
Jan, told him take Saints second half because I'm like, hey, they got to be able to cut into it a little bit.
Yeah.
7.5 almost spooked me off of it, but I said, hey, why not?
Yeah. So hey, man, there it is, man. Yeah. Did everybody go? 2 games this week?
Yep. I went over 2 games.
All right, man. So you trying to do a little gambling 101, man?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, man. So gambling 101 is where we talk to the novice gamblers about the basics of gambling and what goes on and how to gamble and just the verbiage and shit you should look for if you're going to jump into the sports betting world. Let's start with something simple, man. Parlays, man. A lot of people don't know what parlays are.
Please educate me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what a parlay is, man, is when you take 2 or more picks on the money line or the spread. So, for instance, let's say tonight you took the Saints to win by 8.
Okay.
And you took the over.
That might be Mr. 2K.
That's a caller. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. Hang on. Hello, you on the mic with the Degenerates? Who we got?
What's up, Mike?
What's good?
It's Rollo out of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Rollo, Mr. Louisiana. What the fuck just happened to the Saints, man?
Man.
The Saints, bro. The game just ended. I feel like after watching the game, the Cowboys' defense was on point for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Saints' offensive scheme was very predictable tonight.
Yeah.
I feel like all the passes Drew Brees threw were right around probably 7 to 8 yards. I mean, there was really no deep balls that were thrown tonight. There was no. I think they do one fly route. They do a fade route on the left side of the field. I forgot who caught it early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They caught that one and then one for the touchdown. But I think the Cowboys brought the heat on the defense, and the Saints I think they expected an easy W tonight.
Nice.
But also, it was time for the Saints to lose, though. They just won too many games in a row. It was that time.
Hey, you are on the money right now. Now, do you think the Dallas defense is for real now, or no?
I think it was for real for this game.
Okay.
I have to see it again.
Okay.
Have they won the last 4 games? Is that 4 games for them now in a row?
I don't know. It's
I
up there.
think
Is it
it's
3?
that's 4 in a row, bro. They've only because
Four
Because
in
they
a
played
row.
5 with...
they played 5 with Cooper, and Cooper's 4-1 on the Cowboys.
Okay. And also, another thing, I don't know if you all saw something tonight, though, but Dak actually got outside of the pocket. Earlier in the season, Dak was frozen in the pocket. Once Dak gets out the pocket and gets to roll out and starts running up the field, he's getting first down. That's the main thing. If they can let Dak get out of the pocket and do what he wants to do, I think Dallas will be straight.
Nice. I agree.
I feel you.
I agree.
I ain't mad at you.
Why don't we ask the caller his thoughts on parlays, since we were about to get into that anyway?
Yeah, Rollo. Hey, do you gamble, bro?
I don't gamble, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe they had the Saints 7.5 over.
7.5 was the point spread on the Saints tonight. Yeah, they did not cover. They did not cover that.
7.5.
7.5 on the road, too.
When I saw 7.5, I said, Saints have been smacking everybody. I just knew the Saints were going to smack Dallas. But once I saw the 7.5, I said, you know what? Somebody knows something that I don't know.
Yeah. Smart
Somebody
man.
knows something. And I'm glad I'm not a gambling man because you know what? If I was a gambling man, I wouldn't have took it. Because everybody, I'm telling you, the last few games, the Saints have been looking real good. They done beaten everybody by way more than 7.5. If I'm not mistaken, I believe everybody said they've been giving them like around 14 every game. And now against Dallas, a team that was, I forgot what their record was, but compared to some of the other teams they've recently played against, it was nothing compared to Dallas's record. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took that.
He made a key point
No
there.
way.
He said if he was a gambler, he would have stayed away. And that is what we need to do as gamblers, have the discernment to stay away from inflated lines, tricky spreads. If you can't tell you, if it can't, like we always talk about our narratives, if it doesn't fit, then we're not going to take it. I don't care what the Giants have done all season. I'm not taking them at home -4. I would take them on the road plus 6.5. But they'll probably get smacked this week. We have to just know when to stay away. Maybe you skip the full game, you see that they're down 10, and you
Take
treat it
the
like the
second
GMs.
half.
Just take second half.
Yep.
You know.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Well,
But you know what? The good thing is, though, you all know I'm in Louisiana, but I'm still an L.A. boy. Rams up this weekend. Detroit Lions.
Rams up.
Again to leave. Back in the mix. Gonna say what's up. Let's go, Rams.
Let's go Rams. Let's go Rams. So hey, Rollo, do they cover the spread? The spread is 10 points. Do the Rams win by 10 this week?
You already know, bro.
That's easy.
Rochelle left New England. He's trash now. He should have stayed up there. Patricia, my bad.
Patricia, yeah.
Yeah, he should have stayed in New England. He's trash right now. Let's go, Rams. We up.
Hey, he's speaking truth. You leave New England, you're not the same.
No.
You're not the same when you
What
leave
about
New
Matt
England. Hey, you know
Stafford
what?
in that
Hold on,
secondary?
hold on.
Or is that fake
Hold on.
news?
I wanted to hang up on that note, but I cannot say the same thing for Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks left New England. He's still the same, if not better.
Well, yeah, Brandon Cooks, he had natural talent. Speedster, can catch.
Yeah, he did before New England.
So, I mean, yeah, he's a good player, bro. You can't fight on Brandon Cooks, bro. That was a good player. That was a good pickup for the Rams.
Great pickup.
Thanks, Rollo. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate.
Yep. Shout out to Rollo on the call, man. Anybody else want to call in? We got a couple of minutes left. Phone number is going to be 323-293-3375. Again, that's 323-293-3375. Call in with your degenerates for the last few minutes. Yeah, we can get back to parlays, man. But really quick, yeah, it's a multiple pick. So you have to pick 2 or more selections, but it's one bet. So, for instance, if you took the Saints in the over tonight, that's 2 different plays. They both would have had to win for you to win the parlay.
Gotcha.
So
your payout is
the payout would have been 2.5 to 1 on a parlay. And the more teams you add in, the bigger the payout gets. So, for example, a 3-team is 6 to 1. 4-team is 10 to 1. Because obviously, the more teams you put in, the higher chances you have of that shit not hitting. So, I think personally, parlays are just like a sexy bet to fool, because most people, if you do a 3-teamer, you're going to hit 2 out of 3. Yeah. You do a 4-teamer, you're going to hit 3 out of 4. And you just always miss that one game. Yeah. You know, you are going to hit them sometime. I hit parlays often, but I miss parlays often. So it's like you got to, just pick and choose. I would say if you feel like you got 2 or 3 really strong bets and you want to throw in a parlay smaller than your straight bets, that's something you can do to, hit your parlays, man. Another thing is point spread. People don't know what point spread is. Rollo just touched on it. The Saints were 7.5 point spread favorite tonight. So what that means is simply that they would have had to win by 8 points for you to get money. If they would have won by 7 and you had 7.5, you would have lost your money. So you could take plus and minus. So plus on the points means that if you would have took Dallas plus 7.5, you could have lost by 7 points, and if they lost by 8, you would have then lost your money. Damn. So those are 2 different types of ways you can bet, and then there's what's called the money line, and that's just strictly win or lose. If you can't figure out the spread, you don't want to do that, you could just pick the money line. If you're taking a favorite, you're going to have to put up more money though.
Dallas was plus 280, I think, today.
Yeah, they dropped all the way down to plus 230. So what that means, if you put 100 on Dallas to win the game, you got 230. Mm-hmm. And I know a couple
spread would have been even. So you would have took the plus 8, they would have gave you 105 for 100. Mm-hmm. So it's just you have to decide what kind of odds you want and what makes more sense. For those who like to slam money lines, like our boy, that's when you get into these traps of, you put all this money on Saints.
You take the heavy favorite, and then the fucking Saints get cracked tonight.
That's crazy.
It is what it is, but it's 8:30. I think that's going to be our time this week, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of Smart Degenerates. We got to shout out Morris Media for having us again another week, man. Thank everybody tuned in, watching us, our supporters. We got a guest in the building, Hey. But yeah, man, tune in next week, man. Again, follow us on IG at Smart Degenerates. Follow us on Facebook at Smart Degenerates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Smart Degenerates. We be giving out weekly information and picks on IG. Tune in, man.
And DM us if you want some shirts.
Yes, DM us if you want picks and shirts.
Before we go, we got new shirts, man. Y'all see it, man. New merch coming soon. New merch coming soon.
We should do like a poll. See if, who to like our old logo or the new logo better.
Yeah, let's
We'll
put that
post
up.
something
Let's
like
put that on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Let's put that on Facebook, man.
All right, fam.
Hey.